Hello, thank you for tuning in to Making Monday. Today we're going to be making our own bales. We touched on that a little bit last time when we were doing some wire wrapping, and we continued on with our wire and made a bale as all one piece. Well, today we're going to make a couple different bales, just individual, so that you can have them for your pendants that are not wire wrapped, or if they are, um, in just anything that you need to use them for. The first one is just going to be a really simple. This is what it's going to end up looking like when we get it done. Right here, you can see from my fingers. So generally for bales, I like to use 18 gauge wire. I think that it's very strong and it really holds better. It's easier to maneuver into the shapes that you want. So for this purpose today, for a little bit of ease, we're going to be using the 18 gauge wire. What we're going to do, we're introducing new play toy. These are actual bale making pliers, so you can pick any of the sizes that you're wanting to use here. They really are helpful with whatever you're needing to bend. I even use them for just regular wire bending, just to help me make whatever shapes I'm wanting to do. It's just really handy for any application that you need. So first of all, we're going to take our cutters, our flush cutters. We're going to cut about 5-6 inches of wire so that we can hopefully have enough here to maneuver. I generally like to use these, my old favorites, just to get my little kink going with it. I do a lot of things with my hands that I'm sure a lot of people use their actual pliers for. But I just like the feel of actually just bending it with my fingers. I know they do have a tendency to get a little sore, but it's okay. So we've got our bend. What we're going to do, I like to do this. I like to take this, just kind of do this first. Work a little babies with our other pliers. Just tighten that down a little bit. So we're kind of closing our little gap, trying to keep it straight. Right here. Do that real easy so that we're not marking our metal. We don't want to have marks everywhere. And then I like to take this and just kind of, I love these. They're just so sweet for just flattening out, just getting everything lined up really nice. I just think that they really just give us a nice little evenness to whatever we're doing. So if we make a little bit of mistake, that's okay. We've got our friends. They'll straighten it. So you can take your bale pliers, pick what size that you're going to want your bale to be, depending upon how you're using it. Let's just hold them in here and put us a real pretty little bend on there. Bend it about up. There we go. Oh, she's looking good. So this is going to be the front that's going to hook to our pendant right here. So you can make it whatever size you're going to want it to be. If you want it to be smaller, that's fine. Make it a little smaller, however you want it to be. Just bend it in there. Leave a little bit of space so that you'll be able to put whatever you're wanting to hook on it, and then you can tighten it up at that time later. So let's make this one a little bit bigger. I don't want it really huge. So we're going to take, let's do this way. It's all a work in progress, just kind of what you're doing at the moment. Bend it on around. My fingers keep getting in the way. There we go. So there's our back. We need to snip that off. Got us a little bit of extra. So we're going to cut them little pieces right there. Let's get our little friends. Just bring that on in here. Tighten it up. We still have our good shape. Got our little raw ends. And then we just take our finger, or you can take your pliers. As I said, I'm pretty hands-on with stuff. Just shape her the way you want her. There you go. Quick and easy. sturdy little bail. If you want to make sure that this is going to be tight before you do this, got a little hammer. Anytime that you are working with wire and you want to strengthen it or harden it, all you need to do is hammer it with your jewelry hammer. Just take it. I have my little block here. You don't have to have a block. You can do it on a table. You can do it on, you know, if you want to make sure that you're not marking your metal, lay out some suede, anything like that that's really soft, that's going to cushion but still allow you to get the hardness on there. You just do your little hammer and just be really easy to do that since you have it already together. We don't want to get it out of shape. All right. Put your little bends back in there. And there we go. Got us a bail. Now, I had already did some wire bending and had made flour. There we go. So we're going to hook her right there. Use our pliers to tighten it up. Be all official with it instead of just my fingers. And there you go. Got your bail holding your pendant. Ready to, very strong. You can make it smaller so that it's not overpowering whatever you're going to hang it on, hang with it. Or you can make it larger if you have something bolder, bigger. You can use higher gauge wire. You can use lower gauge wire. Whichever you're wanting to do. I do think that 18 gauge is pretty consistent with strong enough for smaller, but not strong enough for larger, but not overpowering for smaller items. And it stays really strong without being a really hard bend. That's the thing, is sometimes it can be just a really hard bend when you're moving up to 16 gauge, especially where I'm a little more hands-on and less tooly. So the next thing we're going to do is something I haven't done before. I'm going to try it right here. Have us another piece of wire. So with this, it's going to be multiple strand wrap. I'm trying it here with you first, folks. So we are going to take our wire, wrap it around our item. Whatever you have, a pencil works fine. If that's what you have, that's what you can use. It doesn't have to be the perfect thing. So this is going to be our bail there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wrap around, because we're going to make some opposite bends that we're going to string our ribbon or our cord. This is a really good bail to make for cording and for ribbon. Okay, you see here how I am crossing it up. I crossed. I'm doing this on one side, this on the opposite side. So we're going to wrap it here. Keep them tight. Okay. This one is wrapping this way. Keep it tight. This is why, you know, I really like the idea of the pencil. All right, so let's wrap this one again. Okay. Let's try to stay consistent. So where are we at? Got 3. I'll figure out what's going to be our back or our front. Okay, so this is going to be right here. That's going to be our back, because we have our wire ending here. Okay, so we need to get this around here to the back. Okay, we need to see how many pieces, what do we have? We tried to be consistent. We've got 1, 2, 3 wraps on that side. You see? So we need to have the same amount on this side, so that we end up with the same amount on the front. So we're going to unwrap this little bad boy one more time. There we go. So that we're consistent with our numbers. So it will be nice and even. So we're going to snip our wire back here. Snip this one even. I have quite as much right there to get rid of there. Alright, let's just slide it on off. Alright, fill our edges. If you need to sand that edge if you think that it's a little bit hard. You don't want to tear skin, you don't want to tear your clothes. So you need to just see whether or not you feel like it's needs to be sanded off, or if you're cut pretty flush to where it's not very sharp. Be mindful, be safe. We don't want jewelry to turn into a tragic event. So let's take our pliers. We're going to bend this bad boy in just a little bit and crimp it. Okay, let's bend this one in just a little bit. Okay. Woo. That's right. I dropped it. I dropped it on live video. And that's what happens. Life happens. It's not all pretty and perfect. We're not all professionals. Not just all beautiful, wonderful. Get it all just right. Alright. There we go. Now we have our bell. Nice and ready to string. So, this is good for ribbon. This is good for anything that's larger that you want to fix your necklace on. There we go. Look how pretty that's going to be. Get us our pendant. Hang it right there. So, there are 2 examples of bells that you can make yourself. You can go crazy with them. You can do whatever you want. You can, with wire, the possibilities are endless of what you can do. You can wrap. You know, when we were doing our pendant last time, our wire wrapping, we could wrap around. You can wrap, make a design, just any number of things that you'd like to do. As I said, the possibilities are endless when it comes to wire. Making your own bell, just add your personal touch. I hope that you enjoyed, even though I, dropping stuff everywhere. That's okay. It's real, girl. Guys, whatever, whoever. It, you just have fun with it. You come up with new possibilities, new ideas, whatever's going to work for whatever you're creating, because it's from you, it's from your heart. And the best thing, you need to have fun doing it. If you're not having fun, then we need to figure out why. So I hope that you enjoyed making some bells. Next time, we'll see what we're going to get into. Give me some ideas. Leave something in the comments, something you would want us to try, because obviously it doesn't have to be pretty. I'm fine with that. We will do the best we can, and we will have fun at it. So if you don't mind, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments. Tell me what you want us to try next, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.